We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Got it. Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On the jump.
2nd and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Giants at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And you look at this Saints defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Following the interception here, Rivers. Olave holds it in. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
79 Broncos.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 52 yards.
Cardinal. Three, go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rivers. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Saints.
Now Rivers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 on Giants touchdown.
So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff up the middle. Benedict. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
third down. Rivers. He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready, break. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hey, smash.
Back to throw again. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rivers now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
70 Lions.
In motion right, Olave. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Play action now. Rivers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw is Rivers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've got that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Hold it ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, on the goal.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man wide open, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And the Saints first down.
19
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Rivers on first down. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're taking it right down Broadway.
Now he's free at the 35.
And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up to throw. They'll rifle one complete to Streets. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
They'll look to throw again.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Come on.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
18 Cardinals. 7 Pirates.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having
And now here is another interception. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Warriors 70. 19 tight. Good.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Let's
And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action. Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, check that. Street. Mustang 19.
Rivers to throw it. He lets one go deep for Addison. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. In motion right, Olave.
Dragon 60. Hustle.
4th down, Rivers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
70 Timberwolves.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sag. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
79 Broncos. Cup 19.
1st down, Rivers. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Panther streak.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
19 Lions. Go streak.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, but keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Okay, ready?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go.
Rivers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Warriors 17. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On play action, Rivers.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and run.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Get it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Stephanie. Curve 19. Curve 19.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to trap on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Check, smash, check, 19 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready, ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Okay, great.
This offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of his end zone, Rivers. And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants 63, Saints 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Seven Pirates.
Here's Rivers. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Rivers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Jordan Addison. A gain of 37 yards. First down, New Orleans.
The first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to go up top again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Again, it's Rivers.
He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Inside the 20.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's getting...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do, go and get more. Oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Rivers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A pickup of 18 yards. But it's third down.
19.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. They go play action. Rivers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Rivers now. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
10 yards. And it's
Rivers to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. I'll call it a convincing win here in this one, and we had some interesting plays throughout. Maybe one of the most interesting, ending the game on an onside kick. They actually recovered it, but it didn't really matter.
No, you're exactly right, and maybe they just wanted to work on something, right? Even though it wouldn't have affected the final score, you work on it, you get it, you feel good about that. But I remember I had a coach who said, I don't waste those onside kicks. You don't get many of them anyway. Let's not use it when we don't need to.
So for the Giants,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.